There was another brand thing that happened. This Edmunds.com, which is a dealership, during the Super Bowl, instead of buying ads for their dealership or for cars, what they did was they bought Tom Petty, the word Tom Petty, because there was a huge ad in the middle of halftime. And so every time somebody Googled Tom Petty, their ad came up for Edmunds.com, which was totally unrelated, which is also expensive, by the way, but that's another story. But if you know things that are coming up, events that are coming up, and you buy a brand word, you can leverage that for your good rather than the good of the person who's really the sponsor or the advertiser who thinks that works. Basically today what we find though is that most marketers and their ad agencies, they operate actually in a data vacuum. And the reason is that they don't really look at the results, because most results from a campaign, offline campaign, come considerably after. So there's a huge delay, after the fact, so that Anyway, what you want to do is the new data stream today is basically enabling marketers to do data right on the spot, so that with today's data you can get data very easily right when something is happening if you have the right tools. And basically search numbers are a terrific barometer for how a campaign is working now. Okay. I apologize. That is mine. I apologize. I never do this, but sorry. Now, this slide was very interesting. Some of you may not be able to read it, but here is the question. It says, within the last 6 months, which of the following prompted you to go to the search engine to look for information on a particular company, product, service, or slogan? And select all that apply. Now, if you can see, obviously the first one is television, 37%. If you look down, word of mouth from friends, etc., magazines, newspaper ads, etc., companies, physical location, and then radio ads, etc., billboards, ads from the company, etc. So basically, what you can see from this slide is that the influence from the TV was really remarkable. And people forget that even though TV is not, as in the forefront today as it used to be, it still is over 1/3 of the people were looking from another source, and it spurred on or triggered a search. And that's important data to know about. More surprisingly, 67% of online search users are driven to search as a result of some offline channel. And that's really quite a lot. What I wanted to do was show you a campaign that basically we ran for a client of ours. And this is an integrated word-of-mouth marketing campaign. And word-of-mouth marketing blends online and offline tactics. In this case, the offer was a $200 product that people could use. This was a new consumer product that our client wanted to create some buzz about. So what we did is we did a couple of different campaigns in different media to leverage one against the other. So the first thing is, it was a free offer. So that gets a lot of attention in certain types of social media. For example, if you do a press release, Propeller or Dig. Dig is a news, social media news site. So if you can get that offer out in those types of viral markets, because it's a free offer, a lot of people will pick it up. So that's the first thing, is getting the buzz out and creating interest. And they had to, on the website, they had to apply for one of these free, this free machine for $200. We also had the keywords tagged, so we were using search. products, photos, videos, all of that stuff was optimized on the website. So if somebody were looking for that, they would find it. So they go from the social, news, PR, to the website to start, and they forget, so they would then, just type in a search for that product. We had some behavioral and contextual advertising going in some of the Google and some of the networks that did basically contextual advertising, which is another kind of paid search type of advertising. We did pay-per-click and used their contextual as well as banner ads. And then what we did was we scanned the blogosphere. And what today we have available to us, and one of the companies is called BuzzLogic. Basically, a company like BuzzLogic, Symphony, they have software that they can put out into the blogosphere, into a particular piece of the blogosphere, and it can tell you whether that blogger is male, female, how old they are, what likes they have, what political, if it's a political thing, they can tell you what side they're on, etc. It's a lot of behavioral targeting that can go over the data and be able to sift out a very, very targeted audience that you may want to get in front of. So this is a very unusual software that's coming out more and more. Google is actually doing a lot with behavioral targeting, although they don't want to be as obtrusive as some other organizations that are out there taking your data. So the idea was then to get all of these people, doing an application. And once they did an application, then we look at who is going to do something for us. And the do something for us was the result. We wanted people only that were going to be bloggers or that would be social media, sharing videos, sharing pictures in Flickr. So we selected very carefully the participants for who is going to be virally getting the word out there. And then we measure it and see how it's going to work. So that's in progress, and it's a very interesting campaign.